Round 2 against the Arizona Coyotes. Everybody is fully healthy, as we saw at the end of last episode. So let's quickly take a look at what they have to offer. And let's get into this series, guys. Going full steam ahead to what seems like the unstoppable force in the NHL. Of course, the Vancouver Canucks. We'll see if that continues. Now, the Coyotes have an interesting roster. Obviously, they have 6 centers on their team. Leading scorer Dylan Strome, only an 86 overall. They have Michal Simic, a low elite potential guy, at an 85 overall. Connor Bleakley, who has turned into a beast, of an 88 overall forward. Of course, in real life, not so much, being redrafted recently and all that. Nick Merkley, an 84 overall. Our old buddy Ty Fellhaber, an 84 overall. And Otto Sompi, a bottom 6 forward potential, 82 overall guy, who hasn't done too much, but certainly the guys we need to watch out for. Bleakley, Simic, Strome, having a decent postseason thus far. Left wings, Brendan Perlini, another guy to watch out for, 86 overall. Tyler Lowe, an 84, and Jacob Shanahan, an 83. So some decent guys. Right wings, Anthony Duclair, only an 84, but he's a point-a-game player. Connor Garland, an 84 overall. He has 3 points thus far, and Dave Pyatt, an 83. So do they have that elite guy? No. Their highest overall guy is, of course, an 88 overall. But we have faced some serious challenges from teams like this in the past. Their main guy, though, of course, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the NHL's leading scorer in the regular season. Of course, I would have loved to have acquired him. I tried on numerous occasions, but looking at his contract, it certainly made more sense to go with Louis Eriksson, who's about $1 million, or Louis Eriksson, Jesus Christ. Erik Karlsson. I don't think that's the first time I've made that mistake, calling Karlsson Eriksson. But he's about $1 million cheaper. But yeah, Ekman-Larsson is fantastic. They have Joktan Chaney. That is a hell of a name. 84 overall. Jared Tenorti is an 85. Dave Kaminsky is an 86 overall elite potential guy. Jake Bean, an 85 overall. And Connor Murphy, an 84. So that is a very strong defense. I imagine Ekman-Larsson is playing with Kaminsky. So that could be a very dangerous pairing. And the goaltenders, who do we have here? We have Jack Campbell and Michael Hutchinson. That is indeed Michael Hutchinson. 86 overall Campbell, a .930 save percentage in that first round. There was one appearance for Hutchinson, obviously in relief, where he had a .917 save percentage. Not the highest overall goalie we could potentially face in these playoffs, but an 86 overall guy can be very, very dangerous. But let's do this, guys. It is time. Game 1 of the second round matchup against the divisional rival, the Arizona Coyotes. Of course, home ice advantage. Let's make a statement and get this series started off on the right foot. First period of game 1, and it's Drake Caggiula, 51 seconds into it, getting the opening goal. We almost doubled him up on shots. That is a very nice start. Second period, and it falls apart a little bit. Connor Garland and Otto Sompi with the goals, both from pretty terrible angles. And suddenly we are trailing. Have we trailed on home ice yet? I don't think we have. Power play for the Oats. We kill it off. But now the pressure's on, guys. We need at least 2 goals to win this. Now we need 3. Anthony Duclair goal. We have a power play. Can we get it back? Jesus, that was at least consecutive or a major. And it's not looking good. Karlsson with the goal. Come on, we have time, boys. Come on, tie this up. Tie this up, please. I'm begging you. And we shockingly lose game 1, 3-2. Duclair, Garland, and Sompi, the goal scorers. Felt like we had a pretty good game. Of course, I meant to hit the 3 stars there. I meant to hit the 3 stars there again. EA. Duclair gets the first star. 2 assists for Heinen. He was involved in both goals. But 30 saves for Jack Campbell ended up being the difference. My God, this menu system will not cooperate. The power play we had, back-to-back power plays, Duclair, and actually a double minor for Jared Tenorti, and we could not take advantage. And of course, game 1 goes to the Yotes. Austin Matthews, I know you grew up in the desert, buddy, but you need to do just a little bit better here. Let's scout the U.S., I guess, for 2 weeks. That's fine. Game 2 against the Yotes. Let's do this. We cannot afford to go down 2-0 to this team. Again, they're certainly better than the Wild on paper. And, man, I don't know what to say at this point other than first period, and it's a goal apiece. Ty Fellhaber and Jaden Bolt back in the lineup. Gets his first goal of the postseason. Second period, scoreless. That sets up this pretty crucial third period very early on in this series. 15 minutes remaining, 5 minutes gone here in the third. We're still out shooting them, but that hasn't meant much. Jack Campbell shutting the door. Of course, in real life, he was just traded too. But man, 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes now. Anything going to happen, or are we going to overtime? And we are. So game 2, and already we are being pushed to the brink by the Coyotes. Let's do this. It's overtime. Will it end early, as it often does? And it does. It's Simic for the Yotes. And suddenly, the favorites are looking just a little bit vulnerable. I said I had more confidence in this team than any other. And all of a sudden, that is looking just a little bit rocky at this point, as we are down 2-0 in the series. And guys, I am not going to take any chances. We are going to switch things up here just a little bit. I mean, we've come back from worse. But if we fall down 3-0 in this series, our best season yet, how ironic would it be? Our best season yet, and we wouldn't win the cup. I mean, there's a very strong chance of that happening. Austin Matthews, only 2 points right now. Yoensu, DeRocher playing pretty well. Hendry, Carlson playing pretty well. I'm going to make a straight swap. We'll go Heinen for Matthews, and I think I'll leave it there. Kajula, Carlson playing pretty well. Hendry's been pretty quiet, but I don't want to split up Kajula, Carlson, or Yoensu, DeRocher. I guess we could put Matthews on that second line. I mean, we have 3 lefties there anyway. Kajula's half decent at faceoffs. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that for the hell of it. We'll put Hendry there, and we will put, who's better at faceoffs, DeRocher or Matthews? Matthews is slightly. So we'll do this. We'll change things up a little bit. Heinen now on the top line. We'll keep Kajula and Carlson together, and we'll see what happens. If we lose this next game, now I know Demko only had, what, a .919 save percentage in that last game, so obviously that's very concerning as well, but I guess we'll just go through with it. Game 3 in the desert, and the series shifts to Arizona, and we're in a little bit of trouble here, but it could all turn around with a very strong first period. Let's see what happens. We are scoreless, doubled them up in shots, doesn't matter. Second period, and we get the goal. It's Danton Heinen immediately. In his first game back on that top line, he makes an impact. Held them to 12 shots now through 2 periods. Let's do this. Third period, early power play, and we can't get anything. It's not good. Power play's been a little bit quiet this postseason. Things are looking good at the moment, though. We are halfway home. An insurance goal for us would be amazing right about now, but we might not need it. Thatcher Demko shutting them down, shutting them out. 23 save shutout for Demko, now his 3rd shutout of this postseason, and the Vancouver Canucks are not done yet. We take game 3, and things are looking a little bit promising now. And you know what? To hell with it. Let's go. Game 4. Let's do this. I do not want to fall down 3-1 in this series, obviously, but faith restored now after that Game 3 victory. We're taking this right here, and we are going back to Vancouver with a tied series. Guarantee it. Let's do this. First period, and it's a goal apiece. Danton Heinen again, but Connor Garland gets the first goal on Demko in a while, and we are outshot in the first period, I believe for the first time this postseason. Second period, let's see what happens, and Schneider gets his first goal, giving us the lead, but it's Shanahan and Perlini with the goals, and we're down 3-2. That sets up this big-time third period. What will happen here? And Chychrun ties it early. It's a name I like to see on the board, and now it very well could be next goal wins. How is this series going to pan out? A power play for the Yotes. We kill it off. And it's crunch time now, man. Next goal wins this thing. Who goes to Vancouver with the freaking control? Are we going to get it? Are we going to tie this series in overtime now? Are we going to tie this series, or will we go back home with a 3-1 deficit facing us down? I am slurring my words a little bit. Don't worry. I haven't been hitting the sauce or anything. It's just a little bit late, and it's hot as fuck in this room, let me tell you. Again, I can't have a fan on, I can't have an AC on, so my god, I'm dying here. But I'm also dying to see what happens. Overtime, let's do it. That is a fucking segue, people. That is a segue. Power play. End it here for me, boys, or don't. And Duclair scores. Holy fuck, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. And we're down 3-1 in the series, guys. The Arizona Coyotes are on the brink of eliminating the Vancouver Canucks. A 3-point performance for Chychrun. He did exactly what we needed him to do as a top defenseman. But now, Jesus, man. Jesus, we are in a very, very rough spot. We've been in this spot before, but we are now 3 games to 1 down and are going to need another miracle comeback in the semifinal to make this happen. 47 wins on the season for the Yotes, and we're in danger of being eliminated. But at this point, there's nothing else we can do. If our time is up, if the Yotes are finally the ones to dethrone us, let it be. But we're on home ice. And god damn it, I don't think this team's ready to die just yet. Game 5, first period, 1 game at a time, 1 period at a time. Let's do this. First period, and we are scoreless. Second period, and we're still scoreless. Man, this has been a fucking defensive war. They had 41 shots last game, 25 shots now in this game total thus far, and that sets up this overtime, or not this overtime, this crucial third period. It might go to overtime at this rate, but my god, is the ridiculous run over. Not to say 3 cup wins in a row is anything to hang your head on. 5 minutes left, and Tyler Lowe, I think that's his name, Lowe gets the goal. Is it over for the Canucks? And it is. Oh my god. Guys, it's over. It is over. The Vancouver Canucks are upset in the second round in 5 games by the Arizona Coyotes. 86 overall. Jack Campbell absolutely shuts the door. And after just wiping our hands clean of the Minnesota Wild, we come up against the Coyotes, and that's it. For the first time in a long time, and go figure, right? Go figure. Our best season ever. 56 wins and a President's Trophy. And we just couldn't do it. I mean, that's how this game works, guys. That's how this game works. Our best team yet. And we fall in the second round to the Arizona Coyotes. That is unbelievable. This episode's a little bit shorter. So you know what? Let's go ahead and sim forward here. Let's go ahead and sim forward. We'll take a look and see who wins the cup. We'll take a look and see who wins the awards. And then next episode, it'll be straight into the draft. And of course, the rest of the off-season stuff. I'm not too worried about scouting at this point. It's just the U.S. and lately people haven't been coming out of it. So, but man, it's tough. Like, I want to be disappointed. I certainly am disappointed. But I'm also not surprised because, like I said, that's how this game works. Our best team yet. And that is the team to falter. But, man, just, it was a hell of a season. The Boston Bruins win the Stanley Cup. The Barracuda win the Calder Cup. And that is it for this season, man. Man, just 5 games, though. 5 games, though, to the Yotes. We got to take a look. We'll take a look at the playoff tree. I want to take a look at what our players did in this postseason. Chychrun was a point-a-game player. DeRocher, Jonathan Drouin, not bad. Drouin kind of struggled, man. No goals for him. Stamkos didn't get a single goal in 10 games. Like, I know he and Drouin have been magic together, but he's now 34 years old. He's still an amazing player, but he's got 4 years left on his deal, guys. It'll go down to 3 after this year, but I don't know. Maybe now's the time to move on from Stamkos. Like, that's a terrible performance from him on the top line. To be honest, maybe we should have swapped him out. Kajula was pretty disappointing. I know he was in a reduced role in the third line. Matthews, only 3 points, of course, getting dropped from the top line to the third. Didn't do anything for him. But yeah, that's just underperforming players. Underperforming players. Like, this team was just a monster, an engine. You couldn't do anything. Just regardless of what you did, the injuries, we just kept on chugging, kept on going. Erik Karlsson now, also 34 years old. He has 1 year left on his deal. Maybe, you know, it's like we've had our run. Maybe now is the time where we retool a little bit and we let guys like Karlsson go, let guys like Stamkos go. You know, trade them now while their value is still pretty high. Get picks, maybe get prospects that could instantly replace them, that have potential. That's the question, is what do we do now moving forward? Thatcher Demko, we went with him throughout the entire postseason. He finished with a .938 save percentage. It wasn't him. It absolutely wasn't him. It was just the team in front of him that could not get it done. But let's see, man, the Coyotes went to the final. The Coyotes went to the final. They beat the Avs in fucking 7 games. The Avs swept the Winnipeg Jets. And then they lose to the Bruins in 6 games. So for the first time, we could have had a Vancouver-Boston rematch, which is something we've been kind of building towards, I think, for a while. I can't say I'm disappointed that the Bruins won the Cup, of course, but yeah, 6 games over the Yotes. And that'll do it for this one. So there you see it, guys. For the first time in 3 years, there is a new Stanley Cup champion. It was the first time we won the President's Trophy. The curse of the President's Trophy is real, guys. It is real. How many times, Vancouver fans, don't hate me for this. I know. I get it. I know. In real life, though, you know, you win all those President's Trophies and it doesn't result in playoff success. Trust me, I know. The Bruins won a President's Trophy in 2013 and then lost in the finals the way they did. So, trust me, I feel you on that one. But, man, just rough. Ekman-Larsson wins the Art Ross, as we knew. Hart Trophy goes to Jamie Benn. Ekman, man, he also won the fucking Norris. And the Lady Byng. Mallenstein wins the Calder. Conn Smythe Trophy goes to Raymakers. Of course it did. Joseph Raymakers, good for you, buddy. That's all I can say, man. It was good for him. Good for him leading the Bruins to a cup. The Vezina went to Subban as well as the Jennings. Masterton Trophy to Renat Valiev. So some old faces getting some awards. Kane wins the Selke. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Ben with the Ted Lindsay. And the Rocket Richard to Patrick Kane in the AHL. Of course, the Barracuda have won it. It's been a while now since we've seen our Comets take home the trophy. Did we get any hardware down in Utica? It's not looking like it. No, we did not. So overall, well, you can't say not our finest season. It was our best season yet. But we fall, and now, after, you know, these past few seasons of retooling, maybe now is the time. And it wasn't even really retooling. It was more like, okay, we need to filter people out so our new prospects can come in. Maybe now is the time where the retooling really does kick in. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Of course, I hope you all enjoyed. And the series will go for another couple of weeks until the real-life NHL free agency period has been done for a little bit, so we know a lot of the big moves. But yeah, in the next episode, guys, the retooling, the true retooling begins. Where do the Canucks go from here after failing for the first time in 3 seasons? Again, I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.